Alright, it's your turn. Why don't you guys go ahead and try number 3. Work with the people around you, help each other out, ask each other questions. But take the next few minutes to try this one on your own. If you get done with 3 before everybody else is ready, move on to number 4. Go ahead and pause this video and start it up when everybody's ready. Okay, we can start this one off kind of like number 1. We're approaching -2 from the right. So let's think of this using a table. -2 from the right, so to the right of -2, we would have -1.9. If we put -1.9 in here for x, -1.9 plus 2 is 0.1, so we get square root of 0.1 minus 4 over 5. If we put -1.99 in, we get square root of 0.01 minus 4 over 5. Now we don't need to know the exact value, we could plug it in. But you should get the idea, kind of like it was before, square root of 0.001 minus 4 over 5, that this square root, this number inside keeps getting smaller and smaller. That means the answer we get from taking the square root gets smaller and smaller, and it's going to continue on that pattern. So as it gets smaller and smaller, it's getting closer and closer to 0. It's never going to go past 0. It's never going to become negative. So this part is getting closer and closer to 0. So basically this, the limit of this, is approaching 0. And the 4 and 5 are constant. They're not changing. So we end up basically with 0 minus 4 over 5. We get -4/5. Now you may be saying, Mr. Mitchell, why'd you make me do all that? We could have just plugged in the -2 in for x, and that would have given us -4/5. Yes, it would, but we don't know if that's the actual limit because we need to make sure the other side is the same. And if you remember some things about square root functions, they look like a half of a sideways parabola. Sometimes like that, sometimes like this. So they have an endpoint. Their domain is restricted. So if we're coming from one side and from the other, they don't always approach the same thing. Sometimes it's not part of the domain. So let's take a look at part B. For this, as x approaches -2 from the left, like the same thing as before, -2.1, we end up with a square root of a -0.1 minus 4 over 5. We can't have this, so the limit does not exist. And that's kind of this situation where I was just talking about. From the right, it's approaching a point, but from the left, it's not part of the domain, so it can't be approaching anything. So our limit here does not exist. So we have to be careful when there's a square root function like this. We can't always just say, oh, we can do direct substitution, plug it in, and get an answer. We need to look at both sides of our limit.